What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XRP today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, guys. This is absolutely terrible. It's like the worst thing I think that could have happened to me in the last 24 hours. Genuinely, I don't know how I'm going to recover. Are you ready? My last XRP video, literally, I made it today. It says XRP all-time highs tomorrow. I was wrong. I was really wrong. Oh, you thought I was talking about the price being the worst thing. No, guys, the price, this is fine. This is totally fine. Yeah. No, this is not that scenario where the dog's in a burning building. It's that meme where the dog's like, this is fine. I'm fine. No, this is fine. It's volatility. That's what it is, right? I'm no more intimidated by this candle than we should have been excited for this candle, right? It's just volatility. We're still in the same range consolidating. Inevitably XRP will break out. It's just instead of breaking out tomorrow like I thought we would, it might be at a later date. Perhaps we do what I was thinking we would do over here. Perhaps it is the whole month of March that it takes to move up to these highs and above them. Maybe it does take more time, you know? It's very possible. As bullish as we were before this day happened here, as bullish as we were with the implications that we could see rather immediate growth, I was at the top here. Not at the top technically. I think we were a little bit lower. I was calling for prices to move down a little bit, but just not this low. I didn't think we'd go this low. Though we did mention that we could pull back all the way down to here. Still though, this is a little bit lower than what I was calling for. Or maybe I even said we could go to $2. Let me see. High to low. But even if I did, I wasn't expecting it. Yeah, we could go. I probably did say we could go to $2.05. If I didn't say that, let me say that now. $2.05 could hold as support. That's not me trying to be like, I was right, I called it. No, I don't. Let's be real, guys. I did not call it. okay. Let's be very real. I'm not one of those guys. I'm not going to try and play a clip from one moment where I said something that did not have anything to do with the main message of my video. No, I want to be accountable, and it's not about being right or wrong. The guys that get upset about stuff like that, for them, their YouTube channel is all about being right or wrong. For me, it's not about that. It's about making money. It's about all of us making money together. I want us all to get rich together. Let's get rich together, right? I'm going to put that on a t-shirt. Hit that like button and subscribe if you want to get rich together. What we've done on a 4-hour period is we wicked below the golden ratio and then closed right back above it. We have 3 hours left in this in this 4-hour period here, looking like we're actually finding support at prior areas of resistance, finding support at the golden ratio. This is not a bad thing, you guys. It's really not a bad thing at all. No, it's not bad at all. If we look at the 4-hour time frame, we have higher lows, we have higher highs. This low, even right here, it's technically lower than this low over here, which is a higher low in the price. It's hidden bullish divergence. If you're intimidated by this move, let me first see if there's any volume to back it up. There's more volume on the way up than there is on the way down. Don't get me wrong, that's some substantial volume on the way down, but we had a lot of volume at the lows too. It's completely possible. Let's get this out of the way before we get bullish, okay? And I clearly feel like I am telling you that I'm bullish. We could move lower still. It is possible that we could move down to $2.05. It is possible we could move down to $2.14, somewhere around there. It's completely possible that we could see lower prices even. I don't think we do. To me, that would I wouldn't expect that at all. I don't even expect that we go down to around $2.13 to $2.05. I don't expect that either, but it's possible. I accept it as a possibility. And the reason why we accept possibilities, the reason why we address them is not because we expect them to happen, but because in case they do happen, we realize that, oh, this is normal. This is where we would find support. It's a good buying opportunity. Definitely not a good selling opportunity. Same thing with this, right? It would have been a good selling opportunity here, but you missed the chance. I missed the chance. Would have been a better call if I said that we were going to go to new all-time lows, but nope. Here we are, still at higher lows, finding support at prior areas of resistance. Moments like this, they shake out anybody and everybody that went long at the top thinking that they're smart, shake out anybody and everybody that went long along the way on the drops here, and looking for support at any of these standard fib areas. I would have thought we would have held $2.50. That probably, and maybe even a little bit below there, 240, 250, something in that zone. But we went lower. And that's just the reality of it. I think I mentioned that, didn't I? I think I'm remembering now, unless I'm thinking of a different coin. Did I mention that the 382 found support, and then at the 236, generally that would mean you go to your 618. I said those exact words, and I even said I went against it. I'm like, yeah, but I don't think we do. I think we bounce up. I said those exact words. Oh, man. It was perfect. The fibs were telling us. The fibs were genuinely telling us that we were destined to go lower. Didn't listen, though. It's a very classic move. I'm remembering. If you don't believe me, check out that video. I promise you there's a part where I literally, I called for this to happen, but I didn't call for it to happen, right? I'm sorry, I didn't know that the camera was gone. 382, 236, down to the golden ratio. If you've been following the channel for the last, like, any time, man, a month, a week, 2 years, 6 months, however long it's been, you know that this is something that's very common. 382, 236, down to the golden ratio. Crazy, 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 crazy. I feel so dumb because that's like my bread and butter there, but whatever. Golden ratio now, to avoid going lower, what I want to see, you're at $2.30. What I want to see is that you get back above $2.55. Truthfully, you need to get above 271. You get above that 236. That would validate this as a low, and then also indicate that you're going to see higher prices. When it does come time to higher prices, which I think will be no time at all, by the end of this month, you certainly will be, if not above these highs, around those highs. I would anticipate that XRP makes its way up to about $4, $5.16, beyond that, right? By the end of this move, when things are all said and done, whether it's by the end of the month of March, whether it's by the end of the month of April, I think you'll be somewhere in this range between about $8 to $10, maybe even as high as $13 and $11. Those targets come up a lot as well. If we zoom out, if we put this on a weekly basis, I'm on Coinbase because we were using volume. That's right. I'll have to redraw all of this. That's fine. Weekly basis, we zoom out. Maybe a monthly basis, so it's not so zoomed out. If we're going to break out and see these targets here at $4 to $5, then that would imply that from an overall high to low of this pattern, okay, the very first high back in 2017 that allowed us to consolidate for 2 years here, the minimum target there would be $8.37. It's very common when interacting with the 2272 to go just above it. So it is possible we could stop at 837. I anticipate that we will see prices at $11 to $13. My rationality for that, my reasoning for that is this move was absolutely stupendous. It was great. It was phenomenal, right? We broke out of a multi-cycle long consolidation phase, of which we're now consolidating still afterwards, right? We're having a consolidating. I'm going to delete all this stuff because it's just annoying. We're consolidating after this move. It's possible we could break out to the downside, but if we break out to the upside, just on this notion alone, I would expect to see something of a similar magnitude, or at least something that's going to be relatively strong. Normally, whenever you consolidate after making a strong move up like this, you consolidated, you will see continuation and strength of that same kind of level, right? I would expect that we do get a relatively robust move. But beyond that, we will also likely see prices that are above all-time highs, right, when breaking out. And that's going to add fuel to the fire, because not only are you breaking out in respect to this, you are breaking out in respect to this whole thing. And seeing new all-time highs, getting that blue sky breakout, it can lead to phenomenal growth in a very, very short amount of time. So if we saw something from a low here to a high here, we're just going to take that high. Not the high overall, but just this high here. And we put it, let's just say the beginning of the move, I don't know, maybe it was last week at that low. By the end of this week, I expect that XRP will be green. If not, I'll be very wrong and we'll be at lower prices. But hey, I'm not expecting that. I'm calling for it to go higher. If that week there, if that low was the beginning of that move, if we made the same move that we saw here, that move would take us all the way up to $11.66. And it's completely possible that not only do we see the same degree of a move, but something that is larger. And if we saw something that is larger, that would agree very well with the golden ratio. Is it the golden? No. It's the 1414. It's the 1414. 1414 area, right? Something that's around, maybe it was this one here. I'm sorry, guys. It might be this high to low here. Last cycle's high to low. Yeah. The 1886 to 200 area. Yeah. The $11 to $13 area. That would make sense to me. Measure moves. You can fall short of them. You can exceed them. You don't have to hit them exactly, but we do have fib targets all around that area. The minimum one of which that I would believe we achieve by the end of this move, whether it's by the end of March or by the end of April, likely sometime in April, $8.37 is the minimum move. $13.56 is the maximum move. Nothing has changed. Not a financial advisor, not financial advice. But if you were to look to buy XRP, it's at a hell of a discount, my friends. It's at a good price to buy right now. And if we were to break out to the downside, if, let's just say, our worst nightmares came true and this pattern were to break out to the downside, whatever pattern it is, we likely would return probably down to about $1.47. So it's completely possible, XRP, that you could drop down there. And let's just see. I mean, that would make sense. Prior areas of resistance. Oftentimes with the 382, you do go a little bit below it as well, and just below it is this shelf of resistance here. So you could go down to $1.30. I don't think that's going to happen. We're addressing it because if it happens, it's not time to think XRP's dead. It's never coming back. It's time to think I need to sell my car. I need to sell somebody's car. I need to sell a kidney or something and get my money into this thing because it's about to rip, right? That's the kind of attitude that we should have. But not financial advice, not a financial advisor. That's just my opinion. I've got nothing else to say. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.